Now, this weekend, hundreds of thousands of aviation enthusiasts will be converging on rural Gloucestershire to get their fix of military aircraft of all shapes and sizes. John Knighton's been looking ahead to the Royal International Air Tattoo 2007.
Emma, thanks very much indeed, and a warm welcome to RAF Fairford in Gloucestershire. Now, this weekend it's going to be hosting literally hundreds of thousands of people as they descend on the base here in Gloucestershire for the 2007 Royal International Air Tattoo. Now, the organisers say it's the biggest and most definitely the best air show in the world, and I can tell you the fun and the excitement's already started. Britain's best-loved comic actor Sir David Jason, aka Del Boy Trotters, well used of course to grand entrances, and in this flying version of his famous Reliant Robin three-wheeler and R-44 helicopter, he certainly made for a rousing start to Riyadh. Now he's a millionaire, he says this is the only way to travel.
Well, I thought, you know, that I would bring Del Boy out of retirement for this special occasion to give the air tattoo a bit of a boost. And let's face it, they do need a boost. A lot of the aircraft have a lot of boost, but the people who run this don't quite have as much boost as perhaps, you know, moi does.
Sir David, a qualified pilot, is Vice President of the Air Tattoo and a huge supporter of the RAF Charitable Trust and Benevolent Fund, which springs from his admiration for the services.
I'm very proud to be able to be associated with Benevolent Fund, and it helps to raise money to help those who are not perhaps you know, in a fortunate enough position to help themselves.
With so many people set to descend on Fairford, there's a huge amount to keep them entertained across the weekend. One of the aerial highlights will be the US Air Force Thunderbirds display team, based at Nellis Air Force Base in Nevada. With the US Air Force celebrating its 60th anniversary this year, the team, which boasts 2 women pilots for the first time, put together what they say is a unique aerobatics performance in a rare display for the British fans.
Every stop we've had in Europe has been amazing. The people have been so warm and welcoming, and this is a perfect trip to end our European tour on. The people have been happy to see us, and we're excited to give them a great demonstration.
Also arriving here as part of her latest mammoth project to visit every single one of the 206 officially registered airfields in Britain and the 12 RAF bases is record-breaking round-the-world solo pilot Polly Vasher. Polly, piloting her Piper Dakota, hopes to raise awareness of Riyadh scholarships for the disabled and encourage air cadets supported by the RAF Charitable Trust.
Everywhere I go, there are Air Training Corps cadets waiting to greet me, and actually that's so exciting and wonderful to see young people getting some experience of the military, some experience of flying, and all sorts of other exciting experiences for them as well.
Cadets like 19-year-old Unsa Chowdhury, who's been helped to do voluntary work in Ghana.
If I could, I would become a pilot because, you know, everyone wants to be a pilot. But as the motto says, you don't have to be a pilot to fly in the RAF.
With more than 70 aircraft, both old and new, due to take part in 8 3/4 hours of displays, plus hundreds of static aircraft, it promises to be a weekend to remember. Well, I'm joined now by Air Chief Marshal Sir Michael Knight, who's the President of RIAT and also the Chairman of the RAF Charitable Trust. So, Michael, obviously this is such a massive weekend,
yes,
for you,
it is.
And it gets bigger and bigger.
It doesn't get bigger and bigger, but it gets better and better. And it doesn't get bigger because a lot of air forces now are doing a lot of operational work overseas, so the number of aircraft we can actually attract here in pure numbers reduces slightly, but we're still over 350, and what we have managed to do is continue to attract some very, very interesting aeroplanes, things that you wouldn't normally see in this country. You'd have to travel a long way to see some of the exhibits we get here, both on the air, in the air and on the ground.
If you had to choose one thing that you were really looking forward to seeing this weekend, what will it be?
Well, as I can't see the Vulcan, of which I'm chairman of the trust, it's not going to be ready till next month. The Thunderbirds, I haven't seen them. I've seen them in the United States, I've never seen them here. I think that's going to be a wonderful event. Yeah, spectacular. But the other thing, which always brings a lump to the throat, even a tear to the eye, will be a sight of one of these aeroplanes, a Mustang, flying with the Spitfire over the gala dinner. A tribute to great transatlantic alliance of the air, if you like.
So, Michael, many thanks indeed for your time, and good luck for the whole of the weekend.
Thank you very, very much indeed. Thank you.
And that's it from me. Back to you, Emma, in the BFBS Report studio.
Thanks, John.